Hey everybody, this is Terez Paylor. You're watching Chiefs Daily. This is August 19th up here in St. Joe. That means one thing. Training camp is over. Chiefs just finished their final camp practice that's open to the public, and it was a light practice. They just wore helmets, jerseys, shorts, no pads, but they were able to get a lot of work done. So let's make this one a good one. This will be my last dispatch from St. Joe. Let's bring it. So as always, we're going to go with the injuries, some observations, and then what to look forward to in tomorrow's paper. First of all, the injuries. Andy Reid was nice enough to give us an update on the players that aren't going to play on Friday in the second exhibition game against the Seahawks. It's going to be Jeff Allen, Eric Fisher, Justin March, and Tavon Rooks are among those who aren't going to play. DeAnthony Thomas, Josh Marga, Sanders Cummings, those guys are questionable. Of the last three, I think, Chiefs don't really need to rush DeAnthony Thomas or Marga into the mix. Marga and Thomas, they know what they can do. Those guys were solid enough last year. They know what those cats can do. The guy who needs to get out there and play is Cummings. Chiefs are very deep at safety. He's been hurt the last 2 years. At some point, they need to start seeing what he can do in a game. So hopefully he can get out there. Also, what makes it interesting is that at the same time, you don't want to make the injury worse. So hopefully at some point he feels well enough to play and show what he can do. As far as observations from the day, the most interesting thing was that right tackle, Paul Faneca, was there the whole practice. Yesterday, he only practiced with the first string a few times, but today he was he took most, if not all, the reps at right tackle. And a lot of people on Twitter asking me, like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? See, the thing with Faneca is that he's got a good punch. He's got strong hands, so if he gets on to you or he delivers a blow to you, he'll knock you off your feet. But his biggest question is lateral agility, and that's obviously interesting at right tackle. So you never know what guys are going to do. He's definitely going to be a guy we should all keep an eye on Saturday in Friday's game. Chiefs need to lock down that right tackle spot with Jeff Allen and Eric Fisher out for the next few weeks. Aside from that, Daniel Munyer, third-team center, moved up to second-team left guard in Faneca's place. Garrett Fry, the tackle, who's been dealing with some lower leg issues, he's back. He returned to practice today. Also, Marcus Peters, man, got some work with the first string at nickel corner, inside corner. And, the more he can do, the better, right? You want your corners to be able to go in and out if necessary. So it's good they're starting to get him some work there. Also, we had Sharkandrick West get some reps with the first string at running back. And look, we know Jamal Charles is the man. Like, Jamal's going to get most of the carries. But if Jamal gets hurt, somebody like Sharkandrick, who's a really good receiver out of the backfield, he grew up wanting to be a receiver, who's a natural catcher, he could have a role. He'd be a really nice compliment to Niall Davis. Now, Niall's an inside runner. West can do different things. Sharkandrick's a guy to keep an eye on going forward. He had a really nice performance Saturday against Arizona. He continues to have a nice preseason. He might end up getting snaps, even if Jamal Charles doesn't get hurt, just to mix things up. So let's keep an eye on Sharkandrick, too. Maybe the play of the day, I thought LaDainian Washington high-pointed a ball in the end zone over Marcus Peters for a touchdown. He just went up as a fade. Washington, who's 6'4", just went up and got it over Peters, who's 6 foot. And hey, it was just a great play. Peters had the covers. That's the kind of play you need to make if you're a guy like Washington, who's an undrafted cat, trying to stick with like his 17. So I know a lot of Mizzou fans appreciate that update. Also, so for tomorrow's star, I'm writing a story about Desmond Moses, outside linebacker. He really played his butt off Saturday against the Cardinals. He was outstanding, played hard, was really getting after it, played with a lot of energy. And I actually talked to Bob Sutton about him yesterday, and he said, hey, he continues to play like that, he'll be in a pretty good spot. That's good news for a guy like Moses, because the Chiefs are pretty deep at outside linebacker. D Ford is there, Hali, Houston, Zombo. They've got guys there. Josh Martin. So for him to say that about Moses, it means Moses keeps it up. He's got a chance to make it. And that's a pretty big deal, And also, I like giving credit to guys like Moses, who play well when they're supposed to in these games, right? And a guy like Moses, who, like last year, didn't miss the whole year with an injury. So he's come back with a vengeance, and he's a pretty fun guy to watch. If you guys get stuck watching the game on Friday night, after the starters leave and need to read his own watch. Check out 54, man. He's playing his butt off. I like to do that, get through exhibition games, just focus on a player. Gives you a reason to watch. And also my partner, Blair Kirkhoff, he's going to be writing about the 5 biggest takeaways from camp. So check that out in tomorrow's Star. And finally, I just want to say, this will be my last dispatch from St. Joe, but we'll keep doing these because you guys kept hitting that like button, because you guys kept clicking on these. I appreciate all the support. There's a lot of fun to do, and I'm gonna keep cranking these out. But bucket hat stays in St. Joe. That's the only time you see that. So next time you'll just see me with a hat or as my hair or whatever. But the bucket hat is a St. Joe thing. But anyway, man, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Chiefs Daily, Terez Paylor. Please keep watching. Thanks again.